Day 88. Ding dong. Bing bong. That's what's going on with Hiruko.
Come on, Takumi! Get up!
Okay. I woke up to the sensation of someone shaking me, only to find I wasn't in my own room. What? Huh? I'm in your room? Right, I must have been taking care of you last night? Looks like you passed out on the floor. Is your back okay? Forget about me. How are you feeling now? See for yourself. Do I look sick to you? She didn't. She had plenty of life in her face and a twinkle in her eyes. More importantly, did you just say you were taking care of me? I didn't do anything, really. I was just making sure you didn't get any worse. You don't have to thank me. Just consider this me paying you back for all the trouble I've put you through. Pervert. Huh? How could you sneak into a woman's room and spend the night with her without consent? You didn't do anything weird to me, did you? I'd never. Despite my aggravation, felt relief deep down inside. Yeah, she's back to normal. Hiruko was back to her usual self, and I was happier for it. Well, fine. I'm feeling better now, so we need to get started on some stacks, I was going to say, like tasks. Tasks?
Oh.
Dalshia's coming again on day 93. You have to come up with a plan before then. Oh, I've got that covered. I already asked Yugumu, Eva, and Gurura to handle it. What? I talked to them after the battle yesterday. We devised a plan. I see. So this information you got from another timeline. Is it reliable? More than that, it's guaranteed. We have to do something, that much is clear. I just need to analyze Eva's DNA and formulate a poison that works on Dalshia, right? The biggest hurdle will be trying to toss it into his mouth. That's where I come in. I need to turn the poison into a gas and create a trap to release it. Will you do it? Of course, why wouldn't we? I'll show you the greatest trap ever created. I am happy to contribute too. I shall offer every bodily fluid I have for the cause. Oh. Did you tell the others too? Yeah, Sarai and them included. Not bad, servant. Just doing my best. I'm doing my part. Felt slightly proud of myself after being praised by Hiruko. Somewhere along the way, I'd even gotten used to her calling me servant. Well, I'm going to hop into the shower, so can you leave? Are you really okay now? What are you going to do if I say no? Stay here and watch me shower? I shook my head and sighed. Okay, I'm going. After that, I ate breakfast and went back to my room. Indeed, I stretched and unwound my stiff body, then went off on my usual rounds. At night, I headed to the usual secluded spot to talk to Hiruko. Why did the distress signal transmitter cause that explosion? Can't make sense of why it would explode even with the right codes. Shion said he found out about the transmitter because he overheard Sarai and them talk about it, right?
Oh.
They must know about it. Why don't we ask them? Alright, let's try that. Yeah, I mean, what else we're going to go on at this point? Day 100 is fast approaching. Distress signal transmitter. Don't play dumb, we know you know about it. Sir, I think they might mean the device intended for the stand together, fall together plan. Oh, that! The thing the top brass were telling us about before our mission started here. What is this stand together, fall together plan? Exactly what it sounds like. There were originally 10 Special Defense Unit members stationed at Last Defense Academy. If 9 of them ended up in total death, our chances of winning the war would be practically zero. In other words, we'd be in a lose-lose situation. There'd be nothing we could do, so... The remaining member would activate a self-destruct device and blow everything for miles around sky goddamn high. It was the big bosses who came up with this rather tragic plan. The idea was to wipe out any invaders inside the school and the surrounding area in one fell swoop. It wouldn't kill them all like the final attack, but would at least be able to retaliate a little. Like the name says, stand together, fall together. But we couldn't just come out and say it was a last resort self-destruct device.
Yeah.
You've got to imagine that the last survivor wouldn't jump at the chance to use something like that. The human authorities in charge made up a lie and claimed it to be a distress signal transmitter instead. In short, they wanted us to use the final survivor's life as a pawn, even knowing they still lose the war. Utterly despicable. I couldn't agree more. I was totally against it. The Honourable Sarai and I both protested, so in the end the plan was scrapped. That's why they hid it in the room, you know, like the door was hidden. But then how?
Hey.
What do you mean how? Stand together, fall together was scrapped before the mission even started. But don't tell me you don't know about the machine in the basement. The basement? But Miss Shizuhara, the school doesn't have a basement. Does it? All the darts. Sarai, them, one last question. Do you remember talking about this plan before? It was so long ago that I can barely remember, but maybe around day 20. I do remember talking to the Honourable Sarai about how relieved we were that the plan was off. I see. Thank you. Been very helpful. We're not going to show them it? Like at all? The top brass didn't tell Sarai and them about the self-destruct device. Maybe they set it up in secret because they knew those two were opposed to it. Either way, Shion only heard part of the discussion out of context. He must have assumed there was a real distress signal transmitter somewhere in the school. I guess he just missed the part about it making the school explode. I think it's safe to say we can forget about the device now. Yes, no rescue craft is ever going to comfort us, so it would only be a waste of energy. We still have 12 days left until day 100. What do we do now? There's nothing to do, our goal remains the same. Ensure we all survive until day 100 and build a happy future together. Then we'll be able to break free from the time loop. You'll get no argument from me. In other words, there's only one thing to do. Fight, survive, and win the war. The escape pod will be deployed on day 100. And we can all get on board and head to the artificial satellite. We'll be out of here before the final attack is launched, right? Of course. It's just one problem. What problem? Shion. I gasped. How could I have failed to realize something so important? Right, Shion. What happened to him once the final attack starts? Hiruko was silent. She bit down on her lip and averted her eyes. Do you know? Hiruko nodded with a sense of dull resignation. I do. Tell me, what happens to Shion? Can't you figure it out? The flames from the final attack will raise all life on the surface of the planet. There's nowhere to hide. Not underground, not even behind the thickest walls. The flames will consume everything. The defense room included. So, when the missiles are fired, that means... I've seen it like 40 times now. We can't save the baby inside the defense room. It'll be burned up by his own flames. As you already know, that baby is Shion's real body, so Shion will be... No. Yes. Day 89. And we know about the capsule thingy we can put him in, but we need to make it somehow. Anyway, all the dots. I sat in my room without going to breakfast. How could we save Shion? Couldn't think of about anything else. Hiruko didn't seem to have any ingenious plans this time. I could tell from her face last night that she was desperately trying to come up with something. And as I pondered the matter in silence, the sun started to set. Day turned to night. I was going to come up with anything on my own. I decided to ask the others for help. Not wanting Sarai or them to find out, I invited them all to the secret meeting spot. I see, on day 100 an escape pod will deploy and we'll be able to escape, but the baby Shion will be killed by the final attack launched right after we leave. Shion. I screwed up. Totally fucked. Shion's our friend. That's right, we have to save him. But how? Isn't it obvious? We need to get him out of that machine in the defense room. It looked like everyone had seen the baby for themselves. Shion must have shown them while Hiruko and I were away. But if we did that, his energy wouldn't get channeled into the missiles anymore. Which would mean the final attack on day 100 would never be launched. That's right, those missiles won't fire unless they're fully charged. That's right, I said as much before. So then humanity would lose the war. Who cares? What does it matter if we lose the war? Is everyone on the artificial satellite just going to die instantly? No. All it means is that our 100-day mission here would end in failure, that's all. We can't sacrifice a baby just to stop that from happening. Save ourselves, destroy all life on this planet, and let our friend Shion die? How could we possibly do that? There was silence for a while before Takimoto finally spoke up. Dude said he wanted to talk to us, but seems like he's already got his answer. Problem is, what's going to happen after that? If we take him out of the machine, he'll be consumed by his own flames and die. Say what? Everyone's eyes had gone wide, the shock evident on their faces. That's why I wanted to talk. I was hoping someone might have an idea of what to do. It's quite the complex problem. I'm good with logic and deduction, but this is something else. Can we just use something to house the baby once we take him out? I remember seeing some kind of bottle or jar made of tempered glass in the metal shop. We could use that. The undying flames only burn living creatures, so a glass jar wouldn't melt. If we just put him in a jar, his flames will still consume him. What do we do? My old riddled sponge of a brain is useless. Sponge? A sponge, forsooth, that's it. We just need some kind of material that can absorb the undying flames like a sponge. What the hell are you talking about? Wait, she might be onto something. If we had something like that, I could make a life support system for him. For real? Saver, you've been quiet this whole time. Do you have any ideas? Me? You used to be on the enemy's side. You must know something about the flames or the baby, right? Right. But my brain got all scrambled by your dolmen thingy. Hey, hold on, I think I remember something. Material Omega. Hiruko jumped at Eva's words. That's it, Material Omega is a substance that absorbs undying flames. How do you know that? I just remembered it from the coming of age timeline. Coming of age? Timeline? That's just what I've been calling it. Anyway, I saw Material Omega when I was there. Hiruko probably meant she had memories of it when she was in a previous loop. But everyone else thought she meant she had seen it during a parallel leap. Well, what they didn't know wouldn't hurt them. So if we use Material Omega, we can create a life support system for Shion. I think it'll work. I'm already making a schematic in my head. If we can mount it to the jar, like Kuroda... Wait, if we mount it to the jar Kuroda suggested, we should be able to keep him alive. We've got a plan. Everyone's faces lit up. I couldn't hide my delight either. But where do we find this Material Omega stuff? The mountains in the northeast, but I'm not sure if it's present in this timeline. Our best bet would be to jump to the coming of age timeline tomorrow and head for the mountains there. Tomorrow? Our next sleep window is tomorrow from 2 to 8 p.m. Alright, Hiruko and I will go to the coming of age timeline and get what we need. What about us? You should remain here. Too many of us go and get found out by our counterparts in that timeline will cause all kinds of issues. I suppose it would be safer if more experienced people went. We'll let you handle it. Yes, I agree. Takumi, Hiruko, we're counting on you. Hiruko and I looked at everyone and gave them a firm nod. We've got a plan. Day 90. That afternoon, Hiruko and I made our way to the lab. The machine is set up, and we've got our leap suits. Everything is ready. Off to the coming of age timeline. We've been there before, right? Yes, it's where we dug up Terumi's grave to get the liver mortis code. My heart ached as the tragic memory came flooding back. I regretted asking. The time was 2:01 p.m. Our window had already opened. We nodded at each other, hit the red button, and got onto the platform. Let's get going. Away we go! Are you sure it was okay to take off our leap suits? We're not going to the school this time. I doubt we'll see anyone, so we should be fine. The suits will only slow us down. Are we in some kind of rush? We have 6 hours this time, so...
Oh?
Material Omega is in the mountains in the northeast. They're quite a ways from here, and we'll need time to look around once we get there. And with consideration to the time we'll lose when someone inevitably bungles something, we'll already be cutting it close. Come on, hop to it. Like, damn, he didn't even protest. I followed Hiruko in silence until we finally arrived at our destination, a mountain range, thick with greenery. I'm certain it was around here. Then let's start searching. Hiruko and I split up and started looking for Material Omega. Even after searching for some time, we didn't find any. Just when I was about to give up and head back to our starting point, I happened to catch a voice coming from the bushes. It was Hiruko. She was talking to someone. Just as I was wondering who, she popped out of the bush. Were you talking to someone just now?
Oh?
Yes. Who? A lady. A lady? That's what I said, isn't it? She was possibly in her 50s, wearing a white coat. Maybe she was a doctor or a researcher. Oh. Why would anyone like that be way out here? How would I know? Anyway, she just showed up and handed me 2 things. 2 things? Hiruko held out her palm. Resting on it was something that looked like a memory card. What is that? She said this has the plans for the Machine Plus on it. Machine Plus? What even is that?
Oh?
I don't know. She just said that it can move vertically as well as horizontally. Okay. I have no idea what you're talking about. Neither do I. Hiruko didn't seem to be lying. She looked stunned by whatever she'd just experienced. What was the other thing? Hiruko showed me a lump of some kind of strange substance. Could this be? That's right, Material Omega. This is the other thing that woman gave me. Said she found it on the ground and wanted to give it to me. Then she left. Okay, it was just then that I heard the brush move behind me. I turned around to see what it was. Uh-oh. Hi guys. That very next moment, we all screamed, whirled around, and took off running. We raced down the steep mountain slope, almost trembling as we went. And tumbling. We didn't stop even when we reached the base of the mountain. We just kept running for the lab. And as we ran, the sun sank behind the horizon to the west. Before long, everything around us had gone dark. I think we're far enough down. More than enough. We made it all the way to the lab. Oh, when did that happen? Excuse me, are you acting stupid or are you really that dumb? Does it matter? We need to come back here eventually anyway. Still, what were those 2 doing there?
Oh?
At first glance, I thought they must be the versions of us from this timeline, so I panicked and ran, but I don't think that was the case. They were doing the same thing. If it were, they would have chased after us, but they ran off in a different direction. Does that mean they're from another timeline like we are? Maybe, maybe not. Should we wait here for them? If they did come from a different timeline, they'll want to use this lab too. You're right, but it doesn't look like we have that kind of time. I pulled out the device and checked the time, 7:45 p.m. No way, we've only got 15 minutes left. Exactly. I think we're just going to have to forget about them. I'm sure they'll be fine. They are us, after all. Things will work out even if we leave them to our own devices. Guess that's true. Now, let's hurry. We need to get everything ready for our leap. Like that. Hiruko, do you have the material Omega?
No.
Of course, I'm keeping it nice and safe. Don't tell me you ate it.
No.
What? I was just playing. Don't waste my time with such nonsense. Let's go back. Okay, let's head back. I want to know what's on that memory card. Vertically as well as horizontally? Plans for a time machine, potentially? Takumi, Hiruko, thank you so much. Did a quick analysis and this will definitely work. Tsubasa put the material Omega she got from Hiruko on the desk. And that means we can make a life support system for Mr. Shion. Yep, just gotta mount it into the jar Kurara told us about, and we'll be all set. If we put the baby in there, we won't be consumed by his flames. And since we'll be able to take him out of the defense room, we can save Shion. Hooray! We simply have to bring him on the escape pod with us on day 100, and all will be well. We got ourselves a way to keep all 17 of us alive and kicking. We're all gonna live happily ever after. Time for a freaking party. Hold on, isn't it a little too soon to celebrate? Right, the life support system isn't actually finished yet. Tsubasa, we're counting on you. I'm on it. We patted Tsubasa on the shoulder and left the garage. She had a confident smile on her face. Day 91. I thought we were just going to skip that one, but no. So the music. Work well and work together, huh? It's probably a recording, but still. Contrary to Sarai's words, something unsettling happened that day. Oh, what? It was shortly after the sunset, right after dinner. We were watching over Tsubasa's work in the garage when we received some unexpected visitors. Visitors? Hey, what are you all doing crammed in here? Sarai? And them? Miss Kawana, you've been making something in secret, haven't you? What is it? Well, mind your own fucking business. This is our business. We'll mind it all we want. We know what you're trying to do. You're going to take Shion's real body out of the defense room device. The Honorable Sarai and I will absolutely forbid it. If you do that, you won't be able to charge up the missiles for the final attack. We'll need those missiles to charge to 100%. If they're not, they'll barely even be able to cause a dust storm. It would make launching the missiles completely pointless. Taking the baby out of there before day 100 is preposterous, even out of the question, and nothing you could say will convince us otherwise. Now that the Honorable Sarai has made himself clear, could you bring out the life support system you're working on? I'm going to count backwards from 3. If the device isn't out here before I'm done, I'm going to blow you all sky high one by one. Okay, here I go. 3, 2, 1. Wait! The very moment I screamed. I was gonna say, like, sure we had something ready for this. I wasn't sure what exactly happened, but suddenly Sarai and them were completely frozen in place. The others were equally dumbfounded. All except Tsubasa and Eito. Miss Kawana, is that? Tsubasa placed whatever it was she'd been holding tightly in her hands on the desk. Upon closer inspection.
Huh?
The beam gun? Did you shoot them with that? That's right. But don't worry, okay? They're not completely broken, I just disabled them temporarily. Kurara ran up to Sarai and them. She gave them a quick inspection, and then turned to Tsubasa. They're dead. What? Just kidding, Tsubasa is right. A few circuits are shorted, but they're not totally broken. With a few repairs, it should be easy enough to bring them back.
Huh?
But how? I thought the beam gun was harmless. It's the same one that caused all the arguing on day 67, isn't it? Said it was just a toy. I wasn't being completely truthful. I didn't know how to explain it to all of you, so I lied. But the part about it being harmless to human body was true. If you really cranked up the output, you might be able to hurt a really small animal, but basically an anti-robot gun designed to disable electronic systems. But why would you make something like that? For some reason like this, that's why, Gaku. I knew one day you'd all want to save Shion. It was only a matter of time before you suggested it. I was equally sure that Sarai and them would get in the way. So I came up with a plan in anticipation of that. I asked Tsubasa to make the gun for me on the night of day 66. I didn't know you rolled like that, Ado. Am I finally going to get my praise? Later, honey. I'll pat you on the head so much your hair will start falling out. You don't mean that literally, do you? Everyone burst into laughter. After it died down, Nozomi spoke up. Should we really be laughing right now? Sarai and them are out of commission. Is it really such a big deal? And they haven't done a lot for us during our defensive battles so far. The only time they were helpful were when they unleashed the new weapon on day 15. And when they played the folk song on day 47. Let's just forget about all of them. I couldn't agree more. I'm so glad someone finally shut them up. There's only 9 days left. We should be fine without them for a while. The others nodded approvingly. Wasn't a single person who disagreed. Then it's settled. Tsubasa, do you mind getting back to your work? Not at all. I'm going to make the perfect life support system for Shion, but I'm still going to need some time. It's pretty complex work. I estimate it'll take me 7 more days to finish. 7 days? In other words, it'll be ready by day 98. That's cutting it real close. We're just going to have to trust Tsubasa. Let us know if we can help. Takumi and Shuma would be happy to do even the most trifling chores. What about everyone else? It's okay, I don't need any support or anything. Anything I need is silence, I guess. I need to be able to focus, so you want us to leave you alone? If you don't mind. Got it. Okay, everyone, out. Tsubasa will take it from here. We patted Tsubasa on the shoulder just like yesterday, giving her words of encouragement as we exited the garage. 9 days until day 100. My heart is racing knowing that fateful day is drawing ever closer. Well, at least we solved that problem. It's all coming together. Day 92. Bit weird seeing you now, mate. I ate breakfast, went back to my room and set off with my usual routine. Alright, let's go! Everybody, I have good news and bad news. Which one should I start with? Both at the same time. After dinner, Yugumu offered everyone in the cafeteria a choice. How about the good news first? I formulated the poison to weaken Dalshia. You have? Yes, with the lovely Eva's assistance, of course. Yay! Fine work, Mr. Omakash. Gratitude to Lady Eva as well. All I did was donate blood. Then what's the bad news? I won't be able to stick needles into Eva's pretty flesh anymore. A tragedy so great I might never be able to recover. That's just a you problem. How about you, Kurara? Did you finish up yet? Yes, the trap is ready. All that's left is to load it with Yugami's poison. Oh yeah, now we can pulverize that geezer. So Dalshia will be back tomorrow morning, right? There's no need to hold back, everyone. Let's kill that senile old freak without a trace of mercy. Damn. Eva thrust her fist high into the air. Everyone else looked just as determined. How's Tsubasa doing? She's holed up in the garage working on life support systems. I brought her dinner a while back, and she said she's still fine without help. Apparently, she finds it easier to focus when she's alone. I can relate. Then we'll just have to keep churning her on. That's right. Let's all pray she finishes it soon. After that, we all went back to our rooms to prepare for tomorrow's battle. 8 days left until day 100. Our destiny was so close, I could almost taste it. Tastes like victory. Day 93. We gathered in the war room before the morning announcement played. I've loaded the poison gas into a trap. Here it is. I did my best, but I only managed to make one, so we only have one shot at this. That's more than enough. Good work. By the way, this isn't automatically activated like a landmine, so once it's set somewhere, we'll need to lure Dalshia over to it. If we can manage that, we need to clear the area. Once we're at a safe distance, we can activate it remotely. I'll handle setting up the trap. Don't you just throw it at him? What? I haven't been able to make myself useful to you guys at all. I want to do something for you, so please let me do this. Nozomi insisted with a determined look in her eyes. She wasn't going to take no for an answer. She doesn't have rejection symptoms. Okay, we'll let you set the trap, Nozomi. Thank you. Wonder why. Although her face was stiff with tension, Nozomi still managed to smile. The alarm started to sound immediately after. And here they come.
God of the planet, hear my plea and lend me thy strength. Blood of my bond release! It is I, the paragon of warfare, Dao Sha! I have come!
I noticed. Dal Shia's not alone this time. He's got so scared he had to bring backup. That's so annoying. He's hard enough by himself. It's fine. If our trap strategy works, we'll be able to weaken him. You have me, too. Shion! Sarai and them are out of commission, aren't they? That means they can't stop me. I'm free to fight. If you need my power, just call on me. I'll back you up with anything I have. Glad to have you. Yeah, now I won't have to barf up the BLT I had this morning. I saw a slice of tomato come up. Let's do this, everyone. Kill, kill, kill. Yeah, we didn't come this far just to lose now. We all work together, we can win this. Here we go. Special Defense Unit, move out. Here we go. Ooh. So in theory, there should just be one more battle after this. In theory. Which will be Vishnus. Still skip it though. Like a kangaroo. Boom. Boom, boom. I think. No, it's that one because it's Commander, yeah, of course, of course. To battle.
My word. You're finally here. I was tired of waiting.
You brought friends this time, huh?
I wanted to come alone, but that woman went and sent them with me.
That woman?
Vishnus?
Well, that hardly matters. More importantly, let us begin. Or you can just go ahead and surrender.
And that won't be happening.
What would happen if we did that?
Isn't it obvious? The Supreme Commander will execute you in the most horrific way possible.
Then we ain't surrendering!
You won't fare much better by fighting me. No matter your choice, your lives end here.
You sure about that?
There's only one way to find out.
Believe me, I can see how things will end.
Ready, everyone? Let's show this guy just how wrong he is about us.
Skip the battle. Job done.
We did it! It worked!
The poison is taking effect.
Let's pull his guts out before he can recover!
No.
No, we shouldn't approach him yet. There's still poison in the air.
That's not the reason. It's the guts thing, but...
Then let's deal with the jobbers he brought with him first.
Yeah, take them out.
And we're done.
There. That's all of the cannon fodder dealt with.
Now, only Sir Dal Shah remains.
Poison in my throat. My vocal cords can't speak.
And nobody wants to listen to your senile shit anyway.
The poison's cleared out. Now's our chance.
Okay, this ends now. Let's finish him off.
Help me! Not like this!
Victory at last.
How could I lose? I should have killed you the last time I was here.
That reminds me. You said you had something you had to do.
What was it?
Had to visit his grave.
His grave?
I wanted to tell him before I fought you. To tell my son.
Your son? You had a kid?
Just kill me already. Grant me the proud death of a warrior.
Oh, here she comes. Sorry, mate. Couldn't sort that for you.
Dal Shah, Dal Shah. I've granted you the proud death you so desired. There is no higher honor than being absorbed by me.
I don't know about that.
Feshness, why did you? His cryptoglobin!
Have you forgotten? I told you the last time I was here. I will win this war, even if I have to violate the teachings to do it.
Don't tell me you did this to the other commanders too.
Yes. Pakram, Adamaku, the cowardly Turum Tammy and Nugank who fled, and also Quenzale, who I captured later. All of them offered me their cryptoglobin. I don't believe you met the ever-useless Parmeth, but I took their cryptoglobin as well. I now have formidable power. It would be trivial to crush you here and now. But now isn't the time. I must prepare.
Prepare? Prepare what?
I will return in 6 days. Wait in anticipation. Farewell.
With that, Veshness vanished. I watched her disappear into the distant skies above in stunned silence.
6 days.
That's day 99.
That's likely to be our final battle.
Veshna said she's gotten even more powerful.
Could we beat her?
Yeah, we can do it.
Of course we can. With all 16 of us. There's no way we won't win.
I think you're forgetting something, Sumino. I can skip the battle.
Hey, aren't you forgetting someone?
Again, it doesn't matter. Skip the battle. I assume.
Shion.
You're right. With you, that makes 17 of us.
Right.
Shion raised his voice with conviction. Everyone else nodded bravely.
Anyway, that's another victory for the Special Defense Unit!
Time for the thing?
Let's do it!
You're really gonna do it?
Take it away, Mr. Sumino.
Got it. Ready? Go!
Special Defense Unit! Best in the world! Indestructible and undefeated! Never lose! Never yield! Special Defense Unit, fight on!
17 voices resonated together. The next victory chant would be our last. The thought excited me, but at the same time, some feelings of apprehension lingered inside of me. Why? Day 94. Hey Tsubasa, is the life support system ready yet? I told you it'd be done on day 98 tonight. Don't rush me. Back off! Okay. Once we cleaned up our dishes and breakfast, we hung around in the cafeteria and talked about what was coming. Sorry to open my prolapsed hole of a mouth, but I've been wondering something. Even if we manage to put baby Shion in the jar on day 98, won't we still have to fight Veshness on day 99? Yes. If we take the baby out of the defense room device, the energy will supplied to the missiles will be cut off. Since the final attack won't launch, this mission will be humanity's loss. You suggesting that the hag won't bother fighting if that happens? No.
Oh.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. She's most certainly coming here to take the baby herself. You can hardly just hold up a white flag. A white flag is a flag of surrender. And Dalshia said we'd be executed if we surrendered. In essence, there's no way for us to avoid fighting Veshness on day 99. For a moment, everyone looked uneasy, but the twins were undeterred. It's fine. Like Takumi said yesterday, we're sure to win. That's right. We don't have anything to worry about. And once we beat Veshness, the escape pod will be deployed on day 100. Then we'll all board it and head for the artificial satellite. That's how we get the happiest of all happy endings. Hey! Everyone's faces turned cheerful again. I was relieved to see it. But just to be sure, this escape pod thing is really, for sure, definitely going to deploy, right? It's hard to trust something that's not basically just hearsay from Sarai. Then why don't we go find out? Hiruko and I know where the escape pod is kept. We saw it in another timeline. Hiruko and I led everyone to the hangar. Then when we got there, however, we couldn't believe what we were seeing. Is it the bacteria thing? Yep. This is the escape pod? But it's a corroded mess. No. This can't be. Everyone stood as if they had been nailed to the spot, dazed. A thick, chilling silence fell over the hangar. Eventually, Tsubasa broke it. It's the particle bacteria. The thing that messed up the school bus? From the state of the pod, that has to be it. But we sprayed QB liquid all over the school way back on day 42. It must have been some bacteria that survived. I mean, the simple solution is like, right, guys, survive to day 100 and just get it fixed. Because, like, Veshnus will be defeated, so you're not going to get attacked. We will save Shion, because you'll put him in the little jar. So there's not going to be one giant attack. Veshnus will be gone. You can take your time fixing it, and then you can figure out how to do it manually, because Tsubasa has said previously she can sort that, so you're fine. Maybe it was already in the vents by the time we started spraying, and then it found its way here. I think so. In this state, even if the pod is functional, it's not going to be able to break through the atmosphere. Do you have any QB liquid left? Even if we only have a drop, we can use the replicator to make more. That's right. Let's hose this thing down and kill all the bacteria. Guess we could do that. But look at how bad this damage is. It's not the kind of thing we can repair with duct tape and polyfiller. How many days would you need to fix it, Tsubasa? Tsubasa bit her lip, then she answered with a deep sigh. Going as fast as I could, maybe 50 days? 50? Utter despair showed on everyone's faces. Nobody could find anything to say. We just stood aghast as gloom filled the air. Again, you're fine, don't worry about it. You just have to wait a bit longer. You know. Day 95. After the morning announcement, I headed for the cafeteria. I had the feeling I wouldn't have much of an appetite, but I wanted to see everyone. And they were all there already when I arrived. I mean, guys, you could just be like, let's go to another timeline so we can get in the pod there that hasn't been destroyed. There you go. Oh, not all of them. One person was missing. It's Tsubasa in the garage. Yeah, she's still working on the life support system. Ain't shit we can do about the escape pod now. She said she wanted to prioritize the life support system instead. Seemed like everyone had regained some composure overnight. There was still a gloominess to their brave faces, but at least we were capable of holding a conversation again. Do you think the life support system will be ready in time? It better be. Without that, we can't get the baby out of the defense room. If that happens, the missiles will be fully charged and the final attack will launch on day 100. With the escape pod in such a dire state, we'd be unable to leave this planet. Without that life support system, the rest of us are screwed too. If it isn't finished, we'll all be killed. I won't let that happen. Shion, there's a way to save all of you, even if the system isn't finished on time. Don't say it. You'll have to kill me by taking my real body out of the machine in the defense room. What are you saying? Couldn't. How could we possibly? That's not happening. I shouted down Shion's suggestion and glared at him. Everyone else backed me up. I appreciate the sentiment, but I'd rather you didn't worry about me. We've only had a short time together, but I've had so much fun with all of you. I'm satisfied with the life I've been able to live. Knock it off, man. This shit don't change anything. You're our friend. We can't just throw away you like that. Hold it, everyone. This is all still hypothetical, remember? That's right. As long as the life support system gets finished, we won't have to worry about anything. And by the way, there's something I'd like to ask you, Shion. Could you use your powers to stop the missiles from launching? I'm afraid not. The missiles launch is entirely automated. What about the energy supply to the missiles? Can you stop it from draining you? Unfortunately, that's not possible either. The energy is spontaneously released from my body. Even if we cut all the pipes in the defense room or destroyed the missiles, the outcome would be the same. Doing it might stop the final attack, but the baby inside the device would be consumed by his own flames. See, it's just like I said, we're screwed if Tsubasa doesn't finish the life support system. Indeed. It's the only way for us to remove Shion from the machine. At any rate, we're just going to have to let Tsubasa work her magic. This is so frustrating. I really want to help her, but she insists she's better off working alone, so let her work alone. She should at least let me rub her boobs. I mean her back. You're the reason she's so guarded right now. Seriously, Gaku. Suddenly, Shion spoke up, his expression rather uncomfortable. I'm sorry. What are you apologizing for? Well, you're going through all this for my sake, so I'm sorry. Cut it out, Shion. If you apologize one more time, you'll face the wrath of my galactic bazooka. What?
Huh?
It's not like we're being forced to help you against our will. We love you. That's the only reason we're doing this. So you don't have to apologize. We're saving you for our own sakes, Sir Shion. Thank you, everybody. Tears welled up in Shion's eyes. He wiped his face to hide them. The boy made of fire is crying. That's not it. I just got smoke in my eyes. Okay. Everyone smiled at Shion. Seemed like he wasn't used to getting this much attention. Well, I'm gonna get going. I'll see you all soon. It's fading out. He disappeared in a flustered huff, leaving behind a few droplets on the ground where he'd been standing. Oh. Hovering, more like. I left everyone and went back to my room. I only have a little longer with them here at the school. The idea made me feel a little sad. I need to treasure the time I have with them. And so I went off on my usual rounds. 5 days left until day 100. But what if our plan doesn't work? What would we do then? I'd avoided thinking about it during the day, but maybe the darkness was to blame for the disturbing shadows creeping through my mind. If she can't finish the life support system in the time, all of us will. I quickly shook my head, driving away those pessimistic thoughts.
Hey!
It's fine, things will work out. They have to, and they will. I repeated it like a mantra as I crawled into bed. The night felt unusually long. By the time I finally fell asleep, the haze of twilight was already drifting across the inside of my room. As it does. Day 96. Day 97. Oh, we're just advancing fast now, okay. Day 98.
Hey! Tsubasa?
How are things going?
I told you all to leave me alone. What are you doing here anyway? Well, today is day 98, you know? You said you'd have the life support system ready by now, right? We were just wondering if maybe you were close? I didn't say I'd have it done by day 98. I said on day 98. So anytime today before the stroke of midnight? What's with your tone? Are you trying to rush me? I'm busting my ass over here. Everyone fell silent. We couldn't argue with that. Anyway, I need to be alone to concentrate. I'm sorry, but I really need you all to go. If you don't want to get burned alive by the final attack, that is. It was unusual for Tsubasa to be so blatantly on edge. I mean, she did say leave me alone until it's done, so get out. Her eyes were bloodshot and dark circles hung under them. She probably hadn't slept for the past few days. Everyone, let's do what she says. We have to trust her to finish it. Let's get going. I lightly tapped everyone on the shoulder, gave Kawana a deep nod, and left the garage. We hadn't eaten any breakfast yet, so we stopped at the cafeteria. But I wasn't in the mood to eat. Everyone else seemed to feel the same. They stood around without heading to the counter to make any food. Hey, what time does the final attack start on day 100 anyway? Should be around 10 o'clock in the morning. Got another 50 hours to go then. Will the life support system be ready in time? Tsubasa said it would be done before the final day was over. But before the day was over. And we just have to believe in her. A heavy tension filled the air. But suddenly Darumi cut right through it. Oh, I have an idea. Everyone looked at Darumi in confusion. Takumi, Mistress Hiruko, you said there are set times when you can parallel leap, right? Yeah, we did. When's the next window? Today from 9:20 to 10:50 p.m. Perfect timing. Then my plan might actually work. What plan is this? We should all jump to a different timeline. We can find one with an intact escape pod and use that to go to the satellite. Pretty smart, right? Everybody's faces lit up, their eyes sparkling with hope, but... No, we can't do that. Why not? We won't be able to bring the baby with us without the life support system. We'll be leaving Shion to die. There are other reasons not to as well. I heard something from Shion yesterday. Boarding is restricted on the escape pod. Only Special Defense Unit members registered with the pod can board. If an unregistered outsider gets in, the pod won't launch. So I won't be allowed on board. Oh well. Do not worry about me. It's not just you. Even if we brought the baby and the life support device on board, he isn't registered. So we can't take him either. Oh, for the love of murder. We'd also have to consider the Special Defense Unit in whatever timeline we leapt to. Some of them may have lost their lives, but at least a few should have survived. We'd be stealing their futures if we use their pod. It amounts to killing another timeline's version of ourselves. We couldn't do that, could we? The glimmer vanished from everyone's eyes. No one had a counter-argument. We have to stay in this timeline and grapple with the destiny given to us. You could jump to a timeline where the launch isn't happening. You know? You don't need the pod. You just need to go to the timeline where you'll survive. It's just, you're thinking too much about the pod. Anyway. Yes, that's right. We need to do whatever we can here. What do you mean? Tomorrow is our final battle with Veshness. We need to be in good mental and physical condition for that. Not just for ourselves, but also for Tsubasa, who's working herself to the bone all by herself. You're right. Even if she finishes the life support system, everything goes to shit if we lose. Enough worrying. If we let our minds get weak, our bodies will follow. That came from Gaku? Wow. Everybody, let's hold firm. We'll trust in Tsubasa and keep waiting. Suddenly, the unease vanished from everyone's faces. There was a new glint in their eyes this time, one of hope. To me, it looked like the flames of passion burning anticipation of tomorrow's battle. Everyone disappeared, and disappeared, and disappeared, and disappeared, and disappeared, and dispersed, I got there, to their rooms. After a short rest, I went off on my usual rounds. Today is day 98, tomorrow is the final fight. It's probably my last time doing this. Probably. We didn't go back to our rooms after dinner. We hung around the cafeteria and waiting in silence for news from Tsubasa. We spent an hour waiting. It was then that I noticed one of us was missing. Hiruko. Where's Hiruko? She said she had to go to the bathroom. She's been gone for a while. Got a vague sense of unease. I'm gonna go look for her. I let everyone know my plans and dashed out of the cafeteria. 8:35 p.m. Seeing the time reminded me of something. The next time we can parallel leap is today, from 9:20 to 11:50 p.m. Could it be? I sprinted down the hallway and into the entrance hall beside the door. There was only one fire extinguisher. I knew it. Damn it, Hiruko. I took the remaining fire extinguisher and ran outside. She's off. To go and steal one, isn't she? Hiruko had probably gone to the lab. What timeline could she be going to? Confused, I hurried through the ruined streets. All the dots. I ran inside and looked around. No sign of anyone. The white particles flickering throughout the room. Too late. Checked the machine's log. Immediately I knew where Hiruko had gone. A serial killer timeline, but why there? I was clueless, but trying to reason it out wasn't going to do anything. I set up the machine and quickly put on my leap suit. Alright, here I go. Like, what are you up to, Hiruko? I completed my leap and ran outside the lab. Still no sign of Hiruko. If she was going to go anywhere, it'd have to be the school. I murmured to myself and took off running again. I took my leap suit off as soon as I could. I wanted to be as light as possible. I ran until I finally reached the academy. I looked around and immediately spotted Hiruko. She was hiding in the shadows, looking at something some distance away. Quietly made my way over until I was standing right beside her. Well, what's all this then? Where did you come from? Could you announce your arrival next time? Despite her surprise, Hiruko still kept her voice down. What are you doing here anyway? Did you follow me?
Huh?
Yeah. How did you know I was me and not the me from this timeline? Well, Hiruko cast a sidelong glance. There were two people standing in that direction. It was the Hiruko and me from this timeline. Takumi 2 and Hiruko 2.
I see. That's Takumi 2 over there.
Takumi 2 was sitting quietly on a bench. As still as a wax statue. Yeah. Hiruko 2 stood before him, looking down on him with an affectionate gaze. As then a hoarse voice passed through Takumi 2's lips. Hey, Hiruko, please stay by my side. Just for a moment. Hiruko 2 didn't answer. She drew closer in silence, gently holding his head in her hands. And then... just watching it made my body burn with a fever. I remembered everything. Her warmth, her pulse, even the sound of her breath. It was all as if I could hear it right next to me. And of course, the scent of lavender. The sweet, enchanting smell that tickled my nose.
It's okay. Everything will be all right.
My chest tightened at the sound of her soft voice. I was shaken, my mind utterly blank. That's right. I remember. Back then I couldn't hold back the emotions surging inside of me. So I said,
Hiruko,
Day 98 is almost over. I'll be honest with you. To me, the events of this day, of this very moment, they were so precious, so irreplaceable, so important. It was the reason for everything.
Huh?
Everything? Yes. You mean why you came here? You wanted to see them again?
Oh.
No, that's not all. The reason I went to save Hiruko 2 with you on day 16. The reason I brought the power saw.
Oh.
The reason I lied about Takumi 2 being healed the next day. Everything I did was to make sure this moment would be recreated. In other words, I laid down all the tracks needed to create a line that leads to this moment. Because I wanted to protect this timeline. I didn't want this moment to disappear. So all my thoughts about, like, she had different timelines going on, it's like, no. I mean, she does, but those ones, it's like, no, they played out exactly the same, and she wanted them to play out exactly the same. All the dots.
The Takumi over there is Takumi 2. The one with the Gi data in his brain. He's still infected. That's why he killed so many of his friends in this timeline. If I'd prioritized fixing him in the early stages, I could have built a line that avoided that tragedy. But I didn't. I knew what he was doing, and I turned a blind eye. Because I wanted to hear him say it. I wanted to hear you say it. That's why I did all this. That's the only reason.
Do you despise me for it? You must think I'm a horrible person. No, those words aren't enough to describe what I've done. You killed everyone because the Gi stole your ability to reason. But the same can't be said for me. I made the conscious choice to allow all of this pain and suffering to take place. In that sense, my sin is far more grave. I know I can never be forgiven. That might be why I'm trapped in this endless loop. This is my punishment. I'm trapped in a prison I can never escape. For all eternity. To pay for the horrible things I've done. I couldn't find my words. It was as if I'd been robbed of the ability to speak. On the one hand, Hiruko was right. Her crime was unforgivable. But for whatever reason, I couldn't bring myself to blame her. An indescribable, windingly complex heat wavered inside my mind. It was anger, hatred, and sadness, but it was also a heart-wrenching affection. Takumi 2 and Hiruko 2 huddled together in the darkness. One who had committed so many sins and one who was about to commit even more. Two people bound in the chains of a cursed fate. But Hiruko had done everything just to see this very moment. We quietly watched and waited until the two of them parted. In the silence, shaky breaths filled the air. Hiruko's sobs spilled from her lips as she could no longer hold them back.